let me set the table here, brother. I thought Stranger Things is a show for us. Specifically, that we're kids of the 80s and the 90s. We grew up with E.T., we grew up with the Goonies, we grew up with Dungeons and Dragons. We were there before home video games exploded with like Nintendo 8-bit consoles. We were there for like Atari. We're that generational bridge between super old stuff and what then became like modern crap for the 90s. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I thought the show was for us. Now I'm hearing from much younger people. My 17-year-old stepdaughter, her circle of friends, even my 9-year-old, and the parent and his friends' parents, we just got together for a birthday party. We're talking about how their respective kids at both of those age groups, 17 and 9, they're hyped for this show. And I don't remember that being the case when this show was like live, when it was new, like season 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I feel like something's come alive.
See that.
Right. So what is your take on that? Does this show really have appeal at all these levels, and it's not just nostalgia bait? Is it that good?
I did tell you right now why. Because it has a culture and they don't have any. If you watch that, the 80s has a culture.
Yep.
It has a distinct style. It has a distinct sound. It has a distinct way the shows are. People, the way the world was distinct. You don't have that today. Everything is so ambiguous. There's no set like style. Like
it's homogenized completely.
The style this year is the same style that was in 2015. I mean, it doesn't really. Like when you watch an 80s film, you're like, yeah. And like you don't even have to have them tell you what year it is. You just look at it and know that's the 80s. You can look at a 90s film and like, oh, that's definitely in the 90s.
Yep.
Even early 2000s, you can see a little bit of it.
That. Yep.
But after like 2010, it just became like beige, which is just a bland color. It doesn't really have a distinct identity, and that's why they're clinging to it, because that's what they want.
I believe it. And I think that it's kind of sad in a way that these kids don't have that, because I think too often, and we're guilty of this too, I think, I think most people in our age bracket, if you're over 30, 35, maybe, you think that these kids, because they do in a lot of ways, that they got short attention spans. They're not into classic franchises. These kids aren't down to watch even good Star Wars or good Trek or Stargate or Doctor. Like they've moved on. They're on to other things that don't require the homework, as we've kind of come to look at things we love Star Wars. You know what I mean?